So Baba has given us good homework. Baba has been telling in 2008 also, Baba told time is short. You should make intense efforts. So the job that Baba has given us for this year is to accumulate treasures. Spanish, you got translation? He has just gone. Acha. So, which language you need translation here? Spanish is trying to go and get. Anybody else has not translation? Okay. So, Baba keeps his treasure store open for us. What we have to do is go and collect and accumulate. So yoga is the method to accumulate most of the powers and virtues. Love, power, virtues, all happiness, peace, all those virtues and powers. Gyan is separate entity. So Gyan is also treasure. So in yesterday's Murli, Baba shared the means to accumulate those treasures is humility and instrument consciousness. Because what happens as sometimes someone has Gyan treasures, yoga treasures, they are very loving, very sweet, and they are praised. People praise them, saying, oh, you are so sweet, you are so loving, you are so Gyani. Somebody was explaining me, I couldn't understand. But when you are explaining, I understand everything clearly. So that soul may develop ego that I have given Gyan. But in fact, one has to have humility. It's Baba's treasure. Baba has given me all this Gyan. I'm just instrument. Then they will not have ego. So Baba always says, be responsible, but have humility, relaxed. And so first we have to accumulate them, then share it with others. So once we have those treasures, we are like emperors, Raja Yogi. We are Raja. But not Raja here, not king here. We are carefree emperor. And once we are aware, I am carefree emperor, I should not be worried, isn't it? Carefree means not worried, careful but carefree. Brahman life, we have to be careful but carefree. Instrument but responsible and humble. So I should have no worry about future. And for that, the Gyan point we have been given, whatever is happening is drama, is good. But yesterday they said, very good. And whatever will happen in the future, much better. But we know whatever is preordained will happen. No need to worry. And that's what I have to see. I'm not worried at all. Usually, we are worried about many things, isn't it? Because some people, when they have to give lecture in public, they don't have that confidence or self-respect. They will be worried, isn't it? What will happen? Will I be able to give good lecture? Will people appreciate my lecture? So worry can be that for anything future. We may be worried about our wealth. We may worry about health. Because nowadays we are very health conscious. If I eat this, this may happen. If I eat that, that may happen. So we are worried. Can I eat this or not? Can I go in the hot climate or not? Can I go in the very cold climate or not? So we are worried about health, wealth, relationship, and naturally, we may be worried about our future. And that's what I find many times, many Brahmins, when they have to surrender, they say, oh, what will happen when I become old? Will Yagya look after me? My health bill, they will pay. Somebody will look after my body. So better I keep lots of money so that I can be safe. Because in world, security is wealth and relationship. The ladies will think, I must have a partner who will look after me. Children don't look after us nowadays. And we can't rely on brothers, sisters, etc. So I must have partner so that he will look after me. So sometimes they are worried about that insecurity, about what will happen. So Baba says, now be carefree. You have so many treasures from Baba. Why you are worried? And spatially, drama is beneficial. Whatever will happen for my benefit. So more we have faith in Baba, faith in Gyan, we will not be worried. We have to be careful and cautious, but not worried. So we have to be carefree emperors. Now Baba says we have to accumulate treasures in 3 ways. 3 types of treasures. Treasures accumulated by my efforts. So we have to keep on making efforts. Remembrance of Baba, good karma, etc. Second is the treasure we receive by blessing. And the method to receive blessings from others is we have to be doing service through thoughts, words, deeds. In such a way that I am content, others are content. So contentment is the main means of increasing our account of blessings. And third is account of charity. And the method to increase account of charity is whatever service I do through thoughts, words, action, relationship, connection, it should be altruistic attitude and unlimited attitude. No selfish attitude. No desire to have name, fame, position, etc. Just keep on giving. Whatever I have got, give it generously. Baba says, be great donor. Whatever you have, give it. No, the donor will say, I will give him a 10% of my income to Baba. But great donor will give everything to Baba. Time, money, energy, etc. So that is account of charity that we are serving with good intention and good feelings. And the key to open the treasures is 3 dots. I am soul, Baba, and Brahma. 3 dots we had to have Paka in order to continue to accumulate the treasures. So don't lose your key. Keep the key with you and use it so that you are accumulating more treasures. And we have to be cautious. One thing that Baba says, one word you have to keep in mind. Whilst accumulating treasures and being intense effort makers, we have to not allow the word reason. Rather than saying reason, because of this reason, because of that reason, I couldn't do it. Or, sometimes people, when they are not able to do something, they give the reason that this is the reason why I didn't do it. So not allow reason, have solution. We are jnani. We have solution. Baba gives solution for each and every situation. Obstacles will come. Non-cooperation may be there. But I have to see that I keep on helping others. So Baba says, you are world transformer. And yesterday, Baba says, you are the bestower of liberation. People want liberation. And you can give them liberation. But first, you should be liberated from sorrow, suffering, Maya. And then you will be able to give liberation to others. And also you should be liberated from this word reason. That also Baba says, you should be liberated from the word reason. And also, we usually, another words that we use are of weaknesses are like this, like that, how to do this, etc. Questioning. How can I do this? This is like, situation is like that. That one is doing like that. So these are gates to problems. We have to close them. And one good thing he says, the bank for account of accumulation will be closed soon. So you have to accumulate now. We may not have time. And sometimes we say, oh, I'm moving along. Means we are going slowly. Baba says, this is not time to walk. This is time to fly. So you have to be going fast, not slowly. And how many first timers are still here? Will you raise your hand? First timers. So you got very good blessing. Especially you got first timers got blessing. Be immortal. So remember from Amrit Vela, this blessing. I am immortal, child of immortal Father. So your status will be also immortal, and you will have immortal happiness and peace. So, specially give that blessing to first timers, but for blessing, he gave this blessing to everybody. Immortal, be immortal. I think we are not interested in that, isn't it? Huh? Because Baba was saying that Delhi will be capital. Delhi Vasis are doing good efforts. They are planning a lot. And they have reached politicians, and they have done service of many fields. As you might have been to ORC, they are doing service of the companies around there. And IT, all sorts of retreats are happening in ORC. So all sorts of functions, they have been happening. And last 2 years, we have been doing international program, double foreigners and Delhi Vasis together for VIPs of Delhi. Because Baba is saying the double foreigners will awaken the Kumbhakarnas, VIPs. So the thing is, this year, in beginning of March or so, 3rd and 4th March or something, we had that combined program, and everybody had good experience. Otherwise, what is happening is most of the Indian programs, Indian organized, they have 10 to 15 people on the stage, and with so many people on the stage, you will find that there are so many talks, no time for meditation. But with Double Foreigners program, they had in between more meditation. It's little talk, meditation, little talk, meditation. So that was a good experiment and good result. Also in Delhi, we had organized Brother Ken's introduction Raj Yoga retreat. Margaret has been doing the retreat also for training in Raj Yoga, training for even IT people, and people have been trained. People are now going and doing training somewhere else. So train the trainer. That is happening all over India, especially Delhi. So because ORC is easily available, and they invite people from all over India. So Baba says, but in Delhi, there is so much conflict, because as you know, politicians fighting in parliament and all sorts of things happening. So Baba says now in Delhi, there is conflict and problems. But you have to create golden Delhi, because in golden age, Delhi will be Paristan. And all Bharatvasis men will be coming to Delhi. So Baba was praising Delhi. And yesterday also there were quite a few thousand from Delhi. I think at least 10,000 from Delhi, Agra, etc. were helping. Then Baba talked to double foreigners. And he says double foreigners means double intense effort makers title. And we are the world transformer. So Baba got this title of world benefactor or world transformer because he has transformed people from all over the world. And good thing about double foreigners, Baba says, that they are very enthusiastic and courageous. Yesterday he didn't mention, but sometimes he said, okay, you have crossed curtain of language, culture, etc., and accepted everything new. So that is because most of you belong to Christian religion and now accepted Brahman religion or culture. And also he mentioned yesterday that in the early stage you were complaining, oh, this is Indian culture, we are Western. So there was that sort of a bit conflict in the mind of double foreigners. Mm. In Australia, we had 10 years conflict. Mm. Every 15 days we had meeting, and about 10 brothers, most of them were brothers, will say, oh, we should not play Indian music. Why you are playing all this Indian music? Who understands Indian music? Don't wear sari in the center. Don't wear kurta pajama. You are in the West. You should be wearing Western dress. You should not have long hair or plait, sisters. They should be like Western. So you should not offer bhog. This is a bhakti, Indian system. So there was so much conflict, and it started in Germany first. That, oh, why we are doing all these Indian things. And then it came to Australia also. So the thing is, we find, Baba says, now you have accepted Brahman culture. Our culture is culture of Bharat. And he gave very good blessing, holy and highest children, Master Almighty authority, bestowers of liberation, who become liberated from all weaknesses, seated on the seat of self-respect, blessing of being immortal. To the children who have given the news of zeal and enthusiasm for their efforts, lots of love. To Rajyogi children who have all rights to the kingdom. So such a beautiful titles. So don't think those titles are just to listen or read. Just have this awareness that I am holy, highest, maintain self-respect. I am a bestower of liberation, Raj Yogi, having the rights to the kingdom, etc. So remember that, all these titles. And maintain that intoxication. Who am I? Om Shanti. Now there is time to ask the questions. If anybody has question, come in front, take the mic and ask the question. Give your name, country, and your question.
I'm Sister March from the Philippines. Actually, I have two questions. Okay, the first question is, how can I be content and progress if if you're in a place where everybody's always giving reasons? So a lot of things don't get done. It's very difficult to get cooperation. So how can I maintain?
How can I be content? That is your
Yes,
main question.
and progress,
Yeah.
despite the fact that.
Okay, second.
Because Bab Dada mentioned about the holiest and the highest. But why is it that season after season, there are souls who come here, but they're not really they're not engaged in meditation, Amrit Vela and the Murli and, all that principles. And they come meet Bab Dada and all that. So sometimes it becomes a waste thought for me.
Okay. How can I be content? If I have all treasures, will I not be content? if I'm positive, seeing what I have, because some people have sanskar of seeing what they don't have. And those who have such sanskars and see what they don't have, or compare themselves with others, seeing they are these, they are these, they are these, they are beautiful, they are smart, they are praised, they are given chance. I'm not given chance. If that sort of a sanskar of comparison or negativity is there, then there will be jealousy rather than contentment, isn't it? So I have to see that I don't compare myself with other human beings. What I need to do is try to follow Mama Baba, their footsteps, and have the faith that if I am following Srimad, if I am holding Baba's hand, Baba will take me. Because Baba has promised that I will make you what I am promising, holiest and highest. Nothing is impossible for me when I have Baba as my guru, guide, almighty authority is my father. He's giving me all powers. So what is difficult? What is impossible? So with that faith, I have to keep on moving. And I'll reach that stage, even if I'm not now. I'll reach the stage of being holiest and highest, provided I follow Srimad and Baba. Okay, March? Anybody else? Trish?
I'm not sure, Didi, if you, correct me if I get you wrong, Madge. I think Madge was, I don't know if you heard the last part. She was saying how to be content when people all around you are giving reasons. I'm not sure.
People
Did you
who
hear
are
how to be content when you're surrounded by people that are giving reasons.
giving?
Reasons. You know, I think maybe you missed that second part. She asked how to remain content when you're surrounded by people that are just giving reasons.
Let them give reasons. You have to have solution, isn't it? That's what Baba says. They will give reason. But you should have solution.
You want to say?
They may not be cooperative. Don't expect cooperation. Baba will give cooperation.
Yeah.
Main thing, we need to have faith in Baba and take support from Baba. Because when we depend on human beings, their cooperation, their thing, naturally, they will give, provided I go through Baba. Means I keep Baba in between. Then they will give cooperation. And I have so many examples of people who were anti have become cooperative. Sometimes it takes time, but anti people have become cooperative. Leave aside those who are just giving reason and not giving cooperation, but even anti people, those who are opposing Brahma Kumaris, they have been friendly, and taking benefit from Brahma Kumaris. Especially in Sri Lanka, the Buddhists were so much against, and now they are listening to Brahma Kumaris, being cooperative. Some of the priests, Hindu priests, were so much against Brahma Kumaris, and they became cooperative. So the thing is, I feel we have to keep Baba in between us and other people, and they will cooperate. Let Baba touch their intellect. Okay, anybody else?
Didi, two things. One is the connection, like you were also mentioning about people worried about their health. And of course we have to take care. But do you feel that's why Baba was talking about the blessing of immortal? That, you know, perhaps we need to, it's a signal to explore more deeply the aspect of immortality, because, you know, around us, I mean, even unconsciously, the world can be in quite a state of fear because we're getting to the end of the cycle, we're going to go back, they don't know who they are. So is it a signal that now we really need to go deeper into our practice of being immortal, not in a way that we're just aware, but that we really are living it very deeply, and then the soul won't have fear about what's happening with the body?
Main thing what Baba was talking about immortal, I would say for first timers,
Yeah.
because we say, if some Brahman leave the Gyan, we say he has died. So when he says be immortal, means you will never leave Gyan.
Okay.
Soul is immortal. Body has to die. So we have to take care of health, balance of taking care, not being careless, because sometimes some people are careless. No, I know of somebody who had such a high blood sugar, didn't know, or such a high blood pressure, didn't know, suddenly had heart attack. So the thing is, we have to take care of our health. Checking done after 40 years of body, we have to regularly, yearly get full checkup of the body. And as soon as we see something wrong, some discharge coming from somewhere, whether it's blood, pus, whatever it is, immediate, we have to go and check up. Any tumor after 40, we used to have this slogan, unless it is proved otherwise, it is cancer. Tumor after the age of 40. So we have to check up. And especially in ladies, breast carcinoma, ovarian carcinoma, cervical carcinoma, they are common. And breast carcinoma, it's easy to diagnose. We have to just feel our breast with our flat hand. If there are any tumor, we should be able to diagnose. So the thing is, health we have to take care, but we should not be worried too much. If I eat this, this may happen. If I don't eat this, this will happen. All these unnecessary worry.
Right.
Eat little with faith and Baba's remembrance, that everything will be okay. More we say, I will become sick, worry, it will bring sickness. Worry will bring sickness. And you will be skinny. Those who worry, they are skinny. Luckily, I see most of the Brahmins are. Day by day putting on weight. Because they are happy. Happiness is best nourishment. Okay?
Can I ask another question? Is it okay? One more? I have to have courage after that. Didi, you know how Baba was saying about reason, and then, we hold reason in our awareness, and then we're turning that over, and it becomes an obstacle to us moving forward. We need to go into solution. He was saying that when we stay in reason, in a sense, we just become aware of ourselves. I mean, he didn't say that directly, but he said, when we move into solution and just whatever's happening, solution, that's the way I see it, then we are able to have a space inside us that we can hold the cries of others, that we have space inside to hear the cries of our world family. So is it like when we are in reason, then we are just turning over our own story and our immediate drama around us, and that's why we get stuck and we can't go forward. But when we move into solution, there's space inside the soul so that we can step into our role of who we really are, world benefactors, and we can hear what's happening to the world family. Is it that? How do you see that aspect?
Of course, we had to really sit in silence. Whether you say silence, meditation, or churning, whatever you may say, we have to give time to ourselves, space to ourselves to find solution. More we have connection with Baba, we will get right solution immediately. So that's where we need to have good connection with Baba and good discerning power, judgment power, etc. Because yoga will help us to give that judgment power or solution. And Gyan also, because Baba has given Gyan, what should be done in which situation. So I have to remember the right point at the right time. And that's the sign of a Jnani soul, that they have answer to everything. They don't have questions. If I'm asking question, it means there is still some lack of Jnana. Okay? So to clarify is good. Gyan clarify is good. But then I should have that Jnani point myself during such situation. Yes, brother?
Didi, one last question. Baba told us a lot about treasures and we are very full in Madhuban. But when we go back, there is for some reason, I guess situations turn us around. There is a lot of wastage and leakage and all that kind of thing happens. How do you really deterministically, with full realization, do this so that these treasures are with us? What is the method or
So
some
your
tip
question
you can give
is,
us?
in Madhuban, everything goes easy.
Yes.
And we get too many points of Jnana. But when we are in the world, we have situation, is it? And we don't have that much Jnana or power. Because if you have knowledge and power, main thing, two things we have to accumulate Gyan points and through yoga power. Because at different situation we need to use different power. So I should be able to know which power to use when. Whether I should be flexible or whether I should be firm in my opinion. Whether I should be child, whether I should be master, whether I should be opposing something or adjusting. So that discerning power we need to use in different situations. So as much as we have that yoga power, we will have discerning power. And that will help us wherever we are. Because in the world, you will be surrounded by Kal-yugi people, Kal-yugi vibration, negative mentality, everything will be there. And day by day, it will become worse. As Kal-yuga becomes more and more tamo-pradhan, everything will be becoming worse. So what we need is yoga power to face. And that's what we have to accumulate, that power. Because all powers will need. Power to face, power to adjust, power to be flexible, power to be stern in our opinion, stern in our relationship, power to be sweet, loving, peaceful, happy, cheerful. All these powers will need. And virtues, because powers will become virtues when we have implemented it. Okay.